Hello everyone, I'm Tech, and HP just sent me over the Omen Max 16 out of the blue. No brief, no hype, and I'm spending a week living with it as my main laptop, gaming, editing, work, and daily use. And I want to give you the honest truth. So I'm gonna try to answer all the questions you might have if you're thinking about buying this machine over here. Who is it for? What is it good at, and where does it actually fall short? So by the end of the video, hopefully you got a full picture of the Omen Max 16. Okay, so under the hood, the Omen Max 16 packs a Ryzen 9 HX CPU with 12 cores and 24 threads, capable of boosting up to 5.1 GHz, paired with an RTX 5080 laptop GPU with 16GB of GDDR7 VRAM. It's designed to handle modern AAA gaming, 3D rendering, and heavy creativity workloads. But here's something I genuinely didn't expect, and honestly it's something that you don't see very often. So you got 6 Phillips screws all around. Just remember the 2 front ones are a little bit shorter, but opening the Omen Max 16 is surprisingly straightforward, and inside everything is clear, modular, and accessible. You get 2 DDR5 RAM slots, both user replaceable, and more importantly, there is an extra NVMe SSD slot available. So that means you can expand the storage later, upgrade the memory, and extend the lifetime of this machine instead of replacing it completely. But HP also did something really special in here. Printed inside, directed into the internal play as some coordinates. These coordinates are pointing to the HP garage in Palo Alto, the exact place where HP was founded in 1939. So it's a tiny detail, but it's connecting this machine directly to the origins of modern computer, and I think that is just so cool, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. But well, Omen 16, of course, laptop. This is a 16-inch WQXGA display running at 2560 by 16,000 pixels with a 240 Hz refresh rate and a 3 millisecond response time. Motion feels smooth, latency is slow, and the panel keeps up with high frame rate. It is IPS panel with micro edge design, anti-glare coating, and a blue light certificate. So brightness peaks at around 500 nits of brightness, and a color coverage is 100% sRGB. But before I dive into all the gaming, let's talk about the price, because the Omen Max 16 starts at around £3,200 here in the UK, depending on the configuration, and that's a premium laptop. But you're getting top tier components. So for gamers, creators, this is going to handle every heavy workloads and high frame rate. So the price is competitive. It arguably is super justified. So let me jump into gaming. Because at 2560 by 16,000, all max settings, it handled demanding game with full-on confidence. Forza Horizon 5 with DLSS on auto, and frame generation runs at around 185 frames in game. Cyberpunk 2077 on Ultra 98 frames. Marvel Spider-Man 2 is hitting between 120 to 140 frames, and Red Dead Redemption 2 on average 78 frames, maxing around 110, and of course Shadow of the Tomb Raider averaged 152, peaking and 185 frames. So the key here is not just the numbers, it's how it's delivering the numbers. So because motion is fluid, inputs instantly, and the 240 Hz panel make the difference. You actually feel it. Now all this of course was with the power plugged in straight to the wall. You unplug the charger, and reality in laptop, well, hits hard. Performance drops by roughly 60%. Frame rates fall, the GPU throttles, and the punch you get plugged in, well, disappear completely. And this is not a flaw. It's, well, what you get in high performance laptop nowadays. You plug it in and it's a powerhouse. You can take it anywhere and plug it, and it's a portable, usable, but do not expect like 100+ frames. We're talking about 60 to 70 frames. But more importantly, the thermals are super stable and actually predictable. The CPU stays between 74 to 87 degrees Celsius, and the GPU between 60 and 83 degrees. So under load is warm, yes, but performance never ways away. The keyboard to stay comfortable. It's slightly warm, but never distracts. Now, one nonsense to know. This laptop does not support, for whatever reason, NVIDIA Advanced Optimus. Instead, HP provides a manual graphic switcher inside of the Omen gaming hub. Don't know why they've done it this way. I think HP just wanted to take control of everything, in my opinion. However, this is a hybrid mode. It used both the integrated graphics and the discrete 5080 GPU, which save battery but slightly lower gaming performance. Now, discrete mode is connecting straight to the NVIDIA GPU directly and to the display, and it gives you the maximum frames and lower latency. Now, switching it in other laptops, you just take it from the power and the laptop will just sort it out by itself, okay? If you recognize you're playing a game, Optimus will kick in and the graphics will just switch, and you will not really tell what's happening. With this method, it usually requires a restart, and it's not something that you really want. Well, you want a bit of both. That's why they're both in there. But nevertheless, it's a laptop. So let me talk about battery life, because it has a 83 watt-hour pack and a 330 watt AC adapter. So fast charging take it from 0 to 50% in about 30 minutes, which is perfect for jumping back into work and gaming quickly. Overall, the batteries support daily work and casual gaming, but for top tier gaming performance, you want to stay plugged in. But now let me talk about all the ports, because connectivity is practically, it's well balanced, to be honest. On the left, we do have two USB-C that support DisplayPort 2.1 and power delivery as well, along with a headphone microphone combo jack over there. On the right, you got a single USB Type A, and at the back, you get, another USB Type A port, full HDMI 2.1, 5.2 gigabit Ethernet, and a AC smart pin adapter. And then you got Wi-Fi 7 and Bluetooth 5.4. So connectivity honestly support everything without any gimmick. I wish you have maybe some more USB Type A ports, or maybe some even more C ports, maybe all around, but nevertheless, micro SD card or SD card, it doesn't got one. Now I need to talk about the big elephant in the room here, HP, because it's straight out the box. Why, guys? It does got pre-installed loads of software. So HP is good. It control app like the Omen Gaming Hub, which is generally important, to be honest, for your RGB, and let you control the thermals or the modes, the GPU switching. But now alongside all this, you also find trials for everything. You got McAfee antivirus, Microsoft 365, Adobe, Dropbox, Game Plus, is promotions, notifications, just everything. I actually put my email on this thing, and I got emails every day just telling me that my subscription is going to run out. But I didn't want it in the first place. But nevertheless, this is not affecting performance directly, but it does affect the experience. The first hour of this laptop, or installing Steam or installing DaVinci Resolve or Premiere, if you use Premiere, it's actually deciding what you want to keep and want to just take out, and why it's all here and all these pop-ups going around. But once you clean it up thoroughly, the system feels exactly how you feel. Windows 11 is fast, it's focused, it's distraction-free, and more importantly, HP hasn't locked down anything. As I said, you can replace the RAM and you can replace the memory. You can more or less do anything. If you value portability about everything, well, absolutely, this is value per pound. Or like juggling multiple devices, this is not maybe the right fit for you. But if you want a single laptop that handles gaming, creation, work, reliable, and you value cohesion, you want a predictable and real-world performance, the HP Omen Max 16 is exactly what you're looking for. And it looks beautiful. There's no flashy, no just a little bit of subtle RGB here and there, and it's just, actually I like this laptop a lot. But that's all for me, guys. If you want to stay up to date with my latest gaming laptop, tech reviews, laptops, phones, real world performance tests, just subscribe to the channel. It's just down there, you hit the bell notification so they don't miss nothing. And for a little bit of behind the scenes, I have started a weekly newsletter. Every Monday, 12 o'clock, the UK time, will be going out to all my subscribers or the people that join the newsletter. So that is down below. But remember guys, thanks for watching. I'm Chico Tech, and I will see you on the next one. Adios.